Gonna miss you something awful.
See you in the next life, friend.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Cyberpunk 2077 moments.
No, he's alive, well, and kicking.
For this list, we're looking at the coolest experiences you'll have in Night City. Be warned, there are story spoilers up ahead. Let us know in the comments which one will stick in your mind for years to come. Number 10, Delamain Hit and Run. A friendly AI who runs Night City's premier cab company, Delamain is helpful enough that you'll quickly warm to him, even if he does look like Dr. Manhattan. After the heist on Arasaka is over, though, Delamain gets much less helpful due to a rogue cab that will crash into V's car, rendering it unusable for 10 hours of real-world time.
77-11-01-096.
Incident report on file. Confirmed.
But this annoyance is forgivable because the side mission is just so good. You'll be helping Delamain chase down his rogue cabs, and you'll encounter a very special cameo, with one of the AI cars bearing a distinct resemblance to one of the most notorious AIs in gaming. Unfortunately, the cake is still a lie.
Telling you would spoil the surprise, so I'll just give you a hint. I'm going to kill you, and all the cake is gone.
Number 9, Jackie's Wake.
Hey, you alright?
I'm so much better than all right.
The first 6 hours of Cyberpunk are spent teaching you about the world, V's place in it, and about V's best friend, Jackie. Jackie used to be a member of the Valentinos before he quit and went his own way. Though rough around the edges, he never hides how much he cares about Misty or his mother. This all serves to make his death at the end of the prologue all the more poignant. Jackie isn't just a step on V's journey, though. After his death, V is asked by his mother to attend his ofrenda, a heartfelt ceremony where Jackie's friends and family say goodbye to him. In a mess of corporations and cybernetics, this incredibly human moment stands out.
But he did in life what he said he'd do. Reach for fortune and fame. No fear in eyes or heart.
Number 8, Night City Montage.
But you can only be a Major League player for so long. The faster you live, the faster you burn out. If you don't get a bullet to the brain first.
The 3 life paths in Cyberpunk lead to 3 different openings. These early missions only last for about half an hour, after which they converge into a montage that serves as your true introduction to the city.
Matters not where you're from. Matters not where you start.
Regardless of your lifespan, you'll meet fellow merc Jackie Wells, and he'll take you with him to see the sights. You get introduced to some of the game's important players early on, like Misty and Victor, as well as the city's rich and neon-drenched nightlife. We see V and Jackie descend even deeper into the criminal underworld and rise through the ranks, culminating in V getting their own slick apartment.
What matters here is the walk you walk. In Night City.
Number 7, Saburo Arasaka's death.
どうしてここへ直々に俺に屈辱を合わせ立場を思い知らせるためにか
Of all the corporations that control Night City, Arasaka is the one we hear about the most. With its patriarch, Saburo Arasaka, touted as the richest and most powerful man in the world. That's why it's so shocking when, mid-heist, Jackie and V witness his greedy, incompetent son Yorinobu murdering him. You're faced not only with the horror of a son killing his own father to seize control of the Arasaka Empire, but by the fact that you're definitely not going to escape with the relic now that the NCPD is swarming the building.
Yorinobu just offed Saburo.
What?
Number 6, Car Chase. You're going to be waylaid by a roller coaster story segment from the beginning of the Arasaka heist all the way to V's partial recovery from their injuries. But just because you're not free to roam Night City doesn't mean this segment is boring. And how did V get those injuries? Well, on top of being shot in the head, they also got into a high-octane car chase with Saburo Arasaka's ex-bodyguard, Takamura. Takamura, previously believed to be V's enemy, hands them a gun and a healing item to take down some vicious Arasaka motorcyclists in a gripping chase. These soldiers are so ruthless, you'll be wondering whether it's even possible for you to come out of this alive. Number 5. Dealing with Maelstrom.
So what do you want?
You got a bot. Model MT0D12, called the Flathead.
And? The hell you care?
As part of the prep for the heist, you're going to be asked by Dexter Deshawn to get a Flathead, a robotic drone, from Maelstrom, one of the game's main gangs, defined by their addiction to extreme cyberware. You'll be led through the All Foods factory to talk to Dum Dum in an incredibly tense scene. The problem is the guy Dex made the deal with is gone, and Maelstrom wants you to pay again.
You'll pay twice, because I say you'll pay twice.
Since this is early in the game, the chance you'll have earned 10,000 eddies is low. So you've got to pay with a virus-ridden Militech chip or fight your way out. Number 4. Meeting Johnny.
See you never, asshole.
Now like that! Stick some iron in your mouth and pull the trigger.
You'll be introduced to Johnny in passing and through Night City's old discarded vinyls before V actually meets him for themselves. But that first encounter is sure to make you panic about where the story is headed.
I'm like mold on fruit, creeping into you. Nothing I can do about it. You hear me?
Initially, Johnny's engram, his digital personality construct that gets stuck inside V's head, is extremely hostile. He tries to seize control of V, forcing them to take the vital medication to keep him quiet. It makes you wonder how you'll ever be able to see his point of view or learn to get along with him in a moment that changes the stakes dramatically. Number 3, Brain Dance.
Full cam control in analysis mode, so move around, zoom in and out, whatever else you come up with. Think of it as your own little sandbox.
One of Cyberpunk's trickier gameplay systems is the Brain Dance editor. Brain dances are recordings made by people with the appropriate cyberware that allow viewers to feel what they're living through firsthand. Unsurprisingly, they're generally used for NSFW purposes, but the first time you're introduced to the mechanic, you're searching for information to carry out the heist, bobbing and weaving through Evelyn Palmer's covert digitized memories.
All right, V, eyes open. Gotta find out where Yorinobu's keeping the relic.
Brain dances keep coming back, but you'll never forget the first time you dive into someone else's mind to see through their eyes. And it's also the first time you meet Judy Alvarez, Brain Dance editor extraordinaire and a major character.
What do you think? Will it do?
Still pretty raw, but yeah, ought to do.
Number 2, Johnny's first flashback.
Money's money.
You're wasting your lives following us around like dogs.
What crawled up your ass?
V and 2020's rocker boy Johnny Silverhand become inextricably linked after the game's prologue wraps up. And the way we're first introduced to Johnny is memorable indeed. With V near death, you get to play through this bombastic flashback showing Johnny's last gig and how he was eventually captured and killed after detonating a nuclear bomb in Arasaka HQ.
How did you acquire fissile material?
Gonna give good cop over there a chance to say something? Come on.
Aside from just being a phenomenal story mission that teaches you everything you need to know about Johnny and Samurai right away, it's also just extremely fun to annihilate Arasaka goons with Johnny's trademark gun, the Malorian Arms 3516.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, upgrading your cyberware.
You might feel a little discomfort at first. Blurred vision, Low contrast, glitches.
One of the biggest features Cyberpunk has to offer is the ability to customize and upgrade your cyberware. You get a choice of some purely cosmetic attachments in the character creator, and over the course of the game, bigger and better upgrades will be available as you increase your cash flow and street cred.
It might take you a few seconds to adjust, but first time's rarely the charm, with anything, really.
But you won't forget your very first encounter with a Ripper Doc anytime soon, since it's the only time your cyberware upgrades are fully animated for you to watch. Sit back and relax as V has wires grafted onto their hand and their eyes swapped out for newer, fancier optics.
Well, how's it look? Feel all right to you?
In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo Plays. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.